What's up, babes? It's Carlisa Victoria. I am back with yet another video. If you guys are new to my channel, hi, welcome. If you've already been subscribed, thanks for coming back. So y'all, I'm not gonna hold you. I literally am trying to film this video. I have a basket and a vase in my camera on top of all of that, trying to film because my tripod is somewhere and I think it's missing a few pieces. I just don't have time. So I basically wanted to make this video, as I told you guys that I would be filming a video. If you follow me on Instagram, then you are probably keeping up with me and what I have going on, which on Instagram I told you guys I would be making a video that's going to give an update on my fitness and where I'm going and what I'm doing. So if you have been trying to figure out what's going on with your girl and her fitness, now is the time. I want y'all to pause the video right now, smash the subscribe button if you haven't. Feel free to comment in the comment section below, introduce yourself, say hello if you'd like. But make sure you guys go ahead and subscribe, and then go follow me on Instagram at Carlisa Victoria. If you want to keep up with my fitness, then follow me at that vegan fit babe. So listen, to make a long story short, I'm getting back fine AF, okay? I'm getting back fine AF. And what would that look like for me? That's upping my water, getting my sleep, working on my business, doing the things that I need to do to be successful, but also incorporating a routine of success. So right now I actually have this water bottle, and I don't have a top on this one, but I have this one, which I'm currently drinking. This is a half a gallon, which is 64 fluid ounces. This one's roughly probably like 16 ounces. So, yeah. I'm striving to finish this one before I go to bed tonight, which is very possible. I'm actually going to pour the 16 into here to get me motivated to finish it all. Once I drink that, it's like, okay, 64 and 16, we looking at 80 fluid ounces, right? So once all of this is gone, really, I mean, if I felt like drinking more water, I would need to drink, you know, roughly 128 fluid ounces equals a gallon. So that would be about 48 more fluid ounces I would need to drink. But because it's getting late, I don't really want to be peeing through the night. I want to actually sleep through the night. So I'm only going to focus on this. But yeah, like I said, I'm going to be doing the things I need to do. You know, just like thinking about it. Like I was talking to somebody one of those days, and I was talking about how I don't get dandruff in my hair. And I know this is a little curveball, but in my locks, I normally don't get dandruff, like on my scalp and stuff like that. And I just wanted to bring up the importance of water, because if you are dehydrated, a lot of times you'll notice that your skin may feel dry, your hair will start to flaky, you know, get flaky. More than likely, you're not drinking enough water, you're not hydrated, right? So by replenishing the water in your body and stuff like that, and just water retention and all those things can literally, water can do so many different things for you. It makes you feel great. It makes your skin look good. Your hair is constantly in a state of growth and not having dandruff. Your hair, skin, and nails are, you know what I mean? Your body is functioning. Water does a lot. So on my workout, like to getting back to my healthy self, I've been striving to get back to my gallon a day. When I go to the pool hall and I shoot pool, I strive to drink a gallon of water. Why? Because I love water, but two, it's like if I know I haven't had enough water for the day and I know I'm gonna be there for some time, why not go ahead and get my water intake while I'm out and about? That way, if I kind of keep running to the bathroom, the good thing is the bathrooms aren't far. But if I'm home, running to the bathroom becomes a lot, you know. Not that it's not close, but you don't want to be peeing all night when you gotta sleep. So the first thing I'm gonna be doing to get back on track, to get fine, is drinking my water on a consistent basis. I want to be able to drink a gallon a day, minimum, half a gallon, minimum. Okay, but a gallon is the goal. So tomorrow I'm going to start trying to put these things back into play. and I'm going to be keeping track of my progress. So even if I say I want to drink a gallon of water tomorrow and I don't, I'm still going to track, only drink half a gallon, or did this, didn't do this, whatever, because you have to keep up with what's going on by tracking it. If you're not setting the goals or you're not keeping up with what's going wrong, how do you expect to make the changes when you're not keeping up with the things that you're not doing? Everything is in a, oh, I'm doing this, or oh, no, what are you not doing? So that's number one. Number two, that I'll be doing to get back on track is taking my supplements. So y'all know I got my hair, skin, and nail drops that I put into my coffee. I have my multivitamins. I have my, what else do I have? My probiotics and things like that. So I'm going to be up in those, making sure that I do well, and just making sure that my gut health is back into function, because there's some days where I feel like, oh, because I'm drinking coffee or something like that, which coffee, I know the caffeine could be something that people are like, oh, stay away from caffeine. I get it. But coffee is such a good detox. Coffee really will send you to the bathroom. Bowel movements literally can come from coffee. And another thing that's good about coffee, outside of it keeping you awake for what you have to do, and it being literally like a detox, is coffee suppresses appetite. So say that you are in a fasted period of time, or you're like me, you don't eat first thing when you wake up in the morning. I'm not an eater when I wake up. Like some people wake up and feel like they have to have breakfast. That's not me. I wake up, I go about my day, I might drink some water. Mid-morning I might have some coffee. Long story short, by the time I have my coffee, I probably won't even eat until like later in the afternoon, close to dinner. I don't always have to eat right away, and I don't always be hungry right at lunch. So coffee does suppress, and I don't do that on purpose. That's just been a routine of mine for years, that, hey, I don't eat much in the morning. When I did eat in the morning and I was working my corporate America jobs back in the day, I would always make, and I still eat this to this day, like a yogurt bowl. So like a smoothie bowl. And back then I had dairy. Now I don't do dairy, but I will now get like a dairy-free yogurt. Back then I just get whatever, you know, my favorite yogurts were. And I will put my protein oats in there. I will put my berries in there. And those will be like my sweet treat slash eat something in the morning, so that your butt's not like not able to function because you don't have any type of food. So because I know breakfast is the most important meal of the day, I do want to kind of get back to that type of, you know, eating in the mornings. So I think what I'm going to start doing is, at some point, I might start the morning off with like maybe some fruit and Just Egg. I don't know if you heard of Just Egg, but it's actually the Just Egg. It's almost like when you crack an egg, how it has all of the like yolk and all of that, you know, the egg. Just Egg is made like just with the creamy type of, but it's not egg. It's the vegan version of eggs, and it's made from a bean and some other sources. But once you cook it up, it looks like eggs, but it doesn't taste like eggs. But some mornings I would make a egg sandwich, other times like a vegan egg sandwich. Other times I would just make some of the Just Egg and eat it with some fruit. So it's so many things I can do to just kind of have, like, back when I used to eat bacon and eggs all the time, like, bacon and egg have like the ability to create like a chemical reaction, like a positive one in our body that actually speeds up the metabolism. So if you eat meat and you eat eggs, I would encourage you, and you're trying to lose weight, eat eggs and eat bacon in the morning. You will notice some differences, because those two things do something in the body. So for me, I would do the vegan egg and I would do the vegan bacon if I want that type of vibe. But I do want to get back to that. And even if I don't eat anything I have to cook, I want to be able to like do my protein bowls with my oats and stuff. I want to get back on my protein shakes more consistently with my workouts and things like that. So first things first is upping the water. Second thing is, you know, really just getting that eating routine back into play. And then I would say also the third thing would be just sleeping and just getting back to a positive place. I feel like, you know, when you're eating, the way that my feet are falling asleep, when you are, I feel like the boobies are boobying, but when you are eating, sleeping, drinking your water, you're doing all of those things on a consistent basis, everything flows. So if you've ever tried to lose weight and you felt like you weren't sleeping, and the camera fell, but you knew you were eating every single day, okay, and drinking your water, but you worked out every day, right? You're like, why does fat not falling off? Sometimes your body goes through insulin resistance and cortisol levels could be off and things like that from stress factors. And those types of things can really keep you from actually executing the goals that you have set for yourself and also losing the weight. It's almost like you're working out every day, but nothing's happening. Inches aren't falling off, nor is the weight. Why? Because that resistance is not giving you the ability to be able to properly lose the weight. So in order to do that, you have to get the sleep. You got to get back on routine. Drink your water. You got to start calorie counting, and just focusing on the targeted areas that you feel like you're not seeing results. And that's when the results will come. Another thing that you have to do is you have to find a way to free your mind when you can free your mind. So what do I mean? Reading books is what I'm talking about. Or, for example, I went to the Dollar Tree today and I decided, because I was going to go pick up like notebooks and stuff to work on business, I picked up 3 crossword puzzles. And I told myself, outside of reading books, I'm going to start doing crossword puzzles. Because there's times where I find that I feel very, like I feel anxiety, I feel panicked, I feel a whole bunch of things. Or at times I just feel, there's times where I just need an outlet. And I'm not a person who, when I'm going through something, I feel like I gotta go binge watch TV, or I'm gonna go talk to 1,000 people about my problems. So I find that the therapy, the release, is in my activities. If I'm stressed, or I need to focus, or I need to perfect something, I'm gonna go shoot pool. I might be shooting pool, but my mind might be in 1,000 places when I'm not on the tape. You know what I mean? Like, granted, it gives me my focus, but it also, when I'm sitting down, sometimes it's like, okay, this is confirmation, this is confirmation. But a lot of times my focus is there, and that's what helps me. And when it's not, it doesn't help me at all. Or if I say I'm gonna go work out, growing up, whenever I would get in trouble or whenever I just needed to escape, I would work out. Like, if I just needed to find a way to just like get through how I was feeling, working out was always my best friend. Reading books, it took me to different worlds. Like, when I was a kid, I used to sneak and read books. Like, my aunt would tell us to go to bed, like it's time to go to sleep, and I would try to sneak and read books under the covers. And then I grew up, and guess who needed glasses? I don't wear glasses anymore because I told y'all before I got LASIK, but like 4 years ago, almost 5 years ago. But to make a long story short, I had to find outlets. So you have to find your outlet. Like, every day will not be roses for your fitness journey. Every day will not be roses for your career, or if you're in school. Every day won't be roses, but it will be worth it if you find a way to navigate your days. So I decided, you know, throughout my day, I'm going to take my moments to read a little bit. I'm going to take my moments to do the crossword puzzle. Maybe sit outside, listen to the birds chirp, and go take a crossword puzzle. You know what I mean? Like, my downtime. I think we're in a place, in a world where a lot of people look at self-care as something being big, and it has to be something fancy in order to be considered self-care. But the truth of the matter is, self-care could be as little as, I'm gonna go sit down, drink a cup of coffee, and do a crossword puzzle. Self-care could be, I'm going to take a bath. Self-care could be, I'm turning my phone off. That's one of my favorite forms of self-care, is turning my phone off. Now, granted, sometimes I'm like, if I turn my phone off, will somebody be reaching out and I can't reach, you know, back because my phone's off. So I really try not to do that. I rather do not disturb it, put it on do not disturb. But regardless, whether it's turning the phone off or putting on do not disturb, that is a form of self-care. So I love it because it's my time to kind of unplug, unwind from everything, unwind from social media. And I don't know, I love it. I love it. Like, I know it sounds like, girl, you be in industries that require you to talk to people. How can you love that so much? Because sometimes you just want to unplug from the entire world, from people, from things, from everything, right? So you got to find the times in which your self-care does what you need it to do. You might feel like, oh, my self-care needs to be wine and whatever, a charcuterie board. It is what it is at that moment. And then other times you could be like, I want absolutely no alcohol. I want only healthy foods, water, and I just want maybe, I don't know, to go take me a little nap. Who knows? Figure out what it is that you need to do that. So yeah, I feel like I've pretty much covered the bases on the things in which I'm going to be doing. I'm going to just be continuing to live intentionally. You guys know that I'm big on self-mastery and becoming the better version of myself. So in order to do that, you're going to have to set the goals. I've got plenty of journals. I just got new journals. I got old journals. I got so many things that are going to aid me in the new year. We have roughly a month and a half before we're in 2023. So my goal is to set myself up so that when January 1st comes, I'm not trying to get it together. I already have it together. My house needs to be in order. My goals need to be set. Everything needs to be in alignment. Everything needs to go accordingly. Now, granted, our life is good for plot twists and different winding road turns and all of that, but for the most part, we need to have it outlined on what we have going on. And if things change, then we roll with the punches. But if you don't set the goals, you don't have the outline. What do you have to follow? For me, there's no plan B because I was always banking on plan A. When you have that mindset that it's only a plan A, there's no plan B, because baby, I don't plan on failing. I don't plan on quitting. So how can I have a backup plan when I'm only going for the plan that's in place? So think about what you need to do to boss up and do what you need to do. I'm going to be making more of these videos. I did not weigh myself this morning, so I cannot give you guys an accurate description of my weight. But I will be keeping I will be keeping up to date information, like, and keeping the progress of what I have going on to fill you guys in. But I wanted to film this video tonight, even if it gets posted tomorrow, because I said that I was going to post this video within 24 hours on my Instagram. So I'm going to just keep up with what I said. So make sure you guys like, comment, share, subscribe, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Let me know if you guys want to hear more about my goals for fitness right now. I don't really have a huge set of goals by my birthday though, which is in February, which is in about 3 to 4 months. If you don't count December, about 2 to 3 months, okay? 90 days. So I really wanted to commit to myself 60 to 90 days. I told you guys this before, and get my body back and get my life back. So within these 90 days, that's my belly growling. Within those 90 days before my birthday, I would like to be down some weight. So I don't really know what pounds. 145 or lower would be nice. But I do want to be down in weight. I want to be, you know, on a healthy routine and things like that. So that's what I'm striving for. So I really feel like just decrease on the scale and back to like a regular healthy routine in every aspect of my life. That is the goal, and I'm gonna take it one day at a time as I do this, and I'm gonna keep you guys filled in on frequent updates. Make sure you guys subscribe if you want to stay tuned.